What's going on, Kings? It's your boy elexcels. Excels is the game. Excels is my name. We're here to excel every day, to continuously improve, fellas. But I want to talk about something that destroys every man. It almost destroyed me. It almost ruined me off my path until I came to a realization that you cannot be doing the same things in your life. Okay, I came to the realization of being too comfortable in who I was. And most men fall for this. It's a tragedy. Not a lot of men have discipline for themselves, but you're different from those guys because that's why you're watching this video in the first place. You're realizing that you're not like the rest of the modern men out here. You're doing everything in your power to make sure you don't go down that path. Guys, it is easy to be comfortable today, but I'm telling you, down the line, life will be so much more difficult. You'll have so much more headaches, heartaches. You'll age quicker because of all the stress that's going to come on you now when you should have just focused on improving on your life right now. All right. First off, guys, man, if you would like to subscribe to my channel, I appreciate that. Let's just hop right back to the topic. Now, I'm going to give you my testimony, what I've been through on being complacent and how I used to feel like when I was younger. Okay, guys, I'm 24. So I know you guys are probably thinking like, yo, you're still young. You still got mad time on your hands. And to an extent, you are correct. 24, it is a young age. I'm not going to lie. I would be lying if I said I didn't know that. But at the same time, my mindset right now, it makes me feel like I'm 30. This is how you need to operate, guys. Like you don't have time. Like you have to be pushing yourself every day, pushing yourself beyond your limits while you're young, while you still have your youth. And guys, you could still be in your 30s, still be in your 40s. You don't have to feel like you had to start when you were 18, 16, right out of college. I know social media, you see a lot of young entrepreneurs, businessmen that do that kind of stuff, that go into real estate, that go into IG, selling stuff through IG or selling stuff through Amazon. And that's great. You know what? Round of applause to those guys. And if you're one of those guys too watching this video, round of applause to you because you got into the game quicker. You understood the game. Guys, you got to realize the game is the game, period. And it ain't changing for nobody. It don't change its rules for nobody. We all get into the game, but not a lot of us don't even know what game we're playing. Some of us think we're playing bingo. Other guys think we're playing basketball. And other guys think we're playing poker. You got to know what game that we're playing. It's the game of life, brother. You don't have all this time in the world to learn and to learn all these rules and stuff. You got to be aware right now. So after you get done watching this video, you should be like reevaluating your life, brother. You shouldn't be still going back to whatever you were doing, feeling your pleasures. Still going out to the bar, to the club. Guys, after this, if this is like, let's say you're watching this on a Friday night, this should make you really, really evaluate what you got going on in your life. So if you plan on going out tonight, after watching this video, or going to a party, or hanging out with a girl that's not bringing you no value, start asking yourself, is that your best investment that you could be doing right now with your time? Or could you be focusing and dialing in onto something that's going to increase your life, guys, increase it in the most optimal way? And the only way to do that is you have to be uncomfortable. And being uncomfortable, that's going to come with, oh man, guys, I can't even tell you the amount of sacrifices you're going to have to make. And it honestly, it sucks so bad at first, especially when it's your first year committing to something. Let's say you be 16 and you want to be start on the varsity team for whatever sport, basketball, baseball, football, whatever, guys, right? Or soccer, or football, how they say in, European countries or anywhere basically except America. But let's say you want to be like number one on your team. You want to be on that starting position. You're tired of sitting on the bench. That's going to come with sacrifices, bro. Do you think that great players like Mbappe, great players like Michael Jordan, Alex Rodriguez, Mike Trout, these great players, right? Or Peyton Manning, whatever is your deal, whatever is your sport. Do you think that, they went out partying every weekend when they were in, younger men, when they were probably like between the ages of 16 through 21. Yes, here and there, yes, maybe once every 3 to 6 months. Yes, it's okay. I'm not saying be a damn crab and live in your shell all day, that whole period. But what I am saying is those guys, they dialed in. They realized at a young age they had to be uncomfortable. They had to put their body through the test, through the mud. You have to grind it through the mud, fellas. It's not gonna come to you. Life isn't. We all think, oh, I can be patient. My opportunity is gonna come. Brother, you are mistaken if you think it's gonna come to you. I used to fall for that trap too, where I'd be like, all right, one day I'm just gonna walk down the street and I'm gonna meet somebody famous and they're gonna give me a shot in being in one of their movies or add me as a feature on one of their songs. I used to be so delusional, guys, and I used to think I had the mindset of a child, really thinking that the world is gonna give me what I believe it should give me. No. What you put into this world is what you're gonna get right out of it. So if you're going full circle, life is full circle. I've said this plenty of times, millions of times. It's really full circle. That energy, if you give out positivity, you show love to a brother, you're genuinely a good guy. I'm telling you, it's gonna come back to you. It's gonna come back to you in one day. It may not be the next day. It definitely comes back, fella. I'm telling you, my king. Listen up, focusing on that. I've seen so many guys, once they reach 30, they're like, damn, where did the last 10 years go by? I've heard it plenty of times. Time flies. That's not a lie. Guys, right now, my mindset is I truly believe I'm like in my mid-30s right now. Like I feel like I don't have all the time in the world. I'm constantly pushing myself to my potential max limit. That includes going to the gym. That includes pushing out content for you guys, because you guys need to realize this too. I want you guys to realize this. I want younger men to realize this, that you got to start early. Guys, I used to watch all kind of motivational videos back when I was in high school, like when I was 17 or 18. Even in college, I would watch it. Guys, in college, I always knew I wanted to help out you guys. I always knew I wanted to do YouTube, hop on it, make my own channel, and help promote masculinity, help promote men becoming the best versions of themselves. But I was always hesitant. I was always scared to take that next approach, that next step forward. I was always worried and contemplating about, what is someone at my school going to say about me if they watch one of my videos? Guys, I'm telling you, I used to live in fear. I don't live in fear no more, honestly. Fear is done to me. It's dead to me. What is fear, bro? That doesn't exist to me. It's all in your mindset. You conquer your mindset. But guys, I used to concern myself and be, I wouldn't put myself, I was always comfortable. You can't be comfortable as a man. To grow, you got to be uncomfortable. When it comes to the gym, let's say you're doing squats, right? Let's say you want, more muscular legs, right? Or like a bigger chest or bigger biceps. You got to put your muscles through uncomfortability. You really got to force it to that uncomfortable weight where you're struggling, but that's when you're really building up your body, bro. Same thing applies to your life. And whatever your passion is, whatever your goal is, it has to be something you love too. You can't just be working towards something that you have no passion about, something that doesn't bring you joy, because you'll never fully grow with that. It's like going to a 9-to-5 job. Yeah, it may be paid good at the time in your life right now, wherever you're at. Maybe some of you guys work in a hospital. Maybe some of you guys work in offices. Some of you guys are managers in warehouses. Don't matter, right? And you get that decent check, like, yeah, this is a good check. I'm able to pay my rent with it. You're able to get some food on the weekends. And that's cool enough. That's great. You're able to provide for yourself. Not everyone can do that. But what I am trying to say is you're comfortable with just living that lifestyle. The most successful men, they had to put themselves through uncomfortability for a long period of time in their life before they became successful. I think I seen that one picture with Jeff Bezos when he first started off Amazon. It was in that crappy little office. And guys, he persevered. He believed in himself. He went through the hardships. He probably went through mad betrayals, went through mad loneliness. But in the end, look at him now. Damn near on a yacht every other day, probably. For all I know. I don't know how these billionaires live, but I would assume that that's how they're moving, you know. But he's probably still working because he still knows, okay, the only way to maintain this is I got to still be uncomfortable. So yes, guys, being comfortable, this destroys any man. This will destroy your confidence. This destroys your masculinity. This destroys your passion, your energy. You won't feel like you're the best version of yourself if you keep living that same repetitive, comfortable lifestyle every day. Guys, it's time to step out of our comfort zones. This even applies to dating girls too. So many guys are afraid to say something to a girl. A lot of men feel entitled, like, you know what? Yeah, you are putting in all this work. Yes, and that's great. You're putting in all this work. But at the same time, as a man, you still got to lead, bro. You still got to be that leader of that interaction when it comes to a girl. You can never, guys, the world is not going to come to you. You have to go to it. When it comes to a girl, step out of your comfort zone. Let's say you're going grocery shopping. Let's say you're at the park. Guys, just practice. Just go talk to a girl. Use it as practice. Don't even think of it like, oh, you know what? I have to get the number. If I don't get the number, I'm a loser. No, bro, you're not. There's no such thing as losing when it comes to dating girls. They lose because they lose out on you. You're that special, rare commodity. They will always lose when it comes out to you, but you don't lose when it comes out to them. And they want you, guys, that's what the agenda today pushes out, that women are on top, men are on the bottom, and you have to chase them, and you have to do ring around the rosy just to get out on a date with them. And you do not have to do none of that. Okay? If she's not interested in you, keep it pushing. You got no time to waste. Straight up, guys, start making yourself uncomfortable. Go out, talk to that girl that you see at the grocery store. You know, be like, hey, what's up? Learn what works for you and what doesn't work. Maybe if you say something too friendly, like, oh, hey, how's your day going? Like, no, guys, we're men. We speak with intention. Right? Let someone know what you want. If you pitter-patter around the questions, no one's going to take you seriously. Start being uncomfortable. That's the only way you're going to grow. I can't put it any other way. That's how all successful men became successful. This will destroy any man. If you live in comfortability, you will never grow. And let's say, you know, you reach that level that you were striving for, right? And now you're comfortable, all right? You hit that pinnacle, and now you kind of plateau. You're just like, oh, well, I'm cool with just living this lifestyle. No, even then, that still destroys you. When you hit that goal, let's say it comes to getting your own apartment or getting a new car, right? Let's say, for example, like, all right, guys, you worked your ass off to get that nice BMW or whatever car you want in your eyes, whatever. It don't matter. It don't even have to be a BMW, guys. You know, I've seen some nice new modern cars, like seen nice Kias, nice Nissans, and Hondas and stuff. They look nice, guys. If that is your goal, then great, go for that, bro. Don't let any other man, any other woman tell you otherwise that that's not great. Screw that. Screw all that, matter of fact. But you reach that goal, right? You get that car, and you're just like, well, I'm cool with just, doing the bare minimum, just paying my car payment every other month. No, guys, now you should, you reach that, now you have to make monthly car payments. Now you should start thinking of a new way, yo, I got to get more money, because you're not going to be able to save up. You're not going to be able to do things that you would like to do, at your own free time, because now you have to spend all this time just paying off that car. And now you can't go out, and you can't even afford to take out a girl on a date, because all you're doing is paying for a car, and you're paying for an apartment too, which is great. That's a great thing, guys. Don't feel like you're a loser because you're doing that. Never feel that. But what I am saying is that should motivate you to be like, you know what? I did that. I got that car. So now I can do this. Now you know you could keep pushing yourself forward, guys. I'm telling you, man. This is how all men will become successful. This is how this is how all men would stop depression. If they would just focus on what they loved and be uncomfortable and embrace it. Straight up, guys. This is the truth. You guys you either hate it or you love it. So guys, if you haven't already, Please go like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate every single one of you brothers, every single one of you kings, man. Follow my IG, follow the Twitter. Check out those links. Those are in the description down below. I appreciate y'all, brothers. We gotta excel every day.